Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again this week for another video. For those of you who are new here, my name is Karina and I also go by the Artistic Newfie here on YouTube and Twitch and all the other social media links that are down in the description. Today we are going to be doing an acrylic painting. This is the second acrylic painting that I've done in the past 4 years. I used to paint with acrylics quite a bit, but I kind of got annoyed with them because of the drying time and the cleanup and what have you. So the reason why my thumbnail is saying trying acrylics is because I'm trying to get back into acrylics. And like I said, I used to paint heavily with acrylic back in 2014, 2015-ish. So it's been about 3-4 years since I really, had any acrylic whatsoever to use. I did sell all my golden paints to get my Huion tablet, my graphics display, because I'm trying to learn digital art as well. That is not going as well as I had planned. But in August, I did go to Michael's and I did purchase the 48 pack of Liquitex Basics. So it's the little 22 milliliter tubes. And I thought, you know what, it's a good little starter kit. I didn't pay full price for it. I only paid $50 for it because I did have a 40% off coupon. So they are roughly around $79, $80 to buy. But like I said, I'd had that coupon, so I did get a bit of a discount. So I thought that it's a nice little starter kit. If I use up all the paint playing around, it's no big deal. And then I could decide whether or not I really want to get back into working with acrylics again. I'm going to say acrylics a lot in this video, so be prepared. So the first painting that I did do was similar to this one, but it had some purple in the background, and I also have some trees in that one as well. But the video is kind of dark. I'm working with it to see if I can brighten the video up to see if you can actually see what I'm doing, and if not, then I'm going to scrap it, because that was supposed to be my first, this is my first acrylic painting in almost 4 years, and that was going to be my video. And then I don't know if you've listened to my last video or watched my last video, but I've been having a lot of computer issues, and it's one thing right after the other. But the video didn't record again properly. It wasn't bright enough, and I blamed it on my camera, not the computer at all. So I'm going to see if I can't fiddle around with it. So if you guys want to see more of my acrylic paintings, let me know down below, and then I can work on getting that video up. And if you want to see any future ones that I do, I can always record as I'm working as well. Even if you guys wanted a slower version of the painting, I know this one here is not sped up that much. I think it's only at like 300, because it only took me 30 minutes to paint this little thing, and it a little bit longer than it actually should have taken. But like I said, I'm saying but a lot in this video. I know, I get it. I'm trying not to, so please just bear with me. So I'm just using some, I have a black, a blue, there's 3 different shades of blue, and a purple and a white that I'm using for this piece here. And it's just really simple. It's just, there's no really, I don't have a technique on painting stuff like this. I kind of just put the paint on the wood, and I just smush it around with the paintbrush until I actually get what it is I'm looking for. There's no way I could do a tutorial on this, because I would just say smush the colors onto the wood with the paintbrush and just, play around with the paint until you get a nice gradient or a nice effect that you're looking for in the background. And I find sometimes when I'm doing this, it doesn't always work out the way that I want it to, and you just gotta keep playing around with it, and you think it doesn't look great, but when you start adding the stars in, when you start adding that splatter of the white paint in the background, it kind of looks more like a night sky. So sometimes you think you don't have a good background, but you actually do, and you can't really tell until you go to that next step. But here on this, the wood is a little bit, I did prime it with some gesso before I started to paint, but I found the paint was still seeping into the wood quite a bit, and it's probably because I'm not used to painting on this type of wood. Usually when I do wood paintings, I use MDF, which is a lot, I don't know, it's just some pressed board, I guess. I don't know how to explain it properly. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's quite similar. It's almost it has a smooth surface like a masonite panel, if anyone's ever painted on those. And I prefer to paint on masonite panel as well because it's nice and smooth. And the only thing I don't like about the masonite is that it's really thin, and I find that people are a little bit more reluctant to buy pieces that they can't already hang on their wall or stick on a shelf, or like the 3D wrapped gallery canvases. You can stand them up. You don't even have to hang them. So I find that I try to go away from the thinner pieces of board. But the MDF, you can put a hanger on the back with some little tiny screws, and people can hang it up on their wall as well. Excuse me. But like I said, this is I bought this at Michael's. I think I paid like $1.26 a piece for it, or maybe it was a little bit more. I'm not really sure. I might have even got it at a dollar store. I don't remember. But I know it wasn't any more than maybe a little over $2 a piece with taxes and everything. But it doesn't have that, like I said, that nice smooth surface, so it was a little bit harder to work on. But I really am enjoying painting these little things. Before, like I was going to say before, I was painting a lot of characters on MDF for people and making house signs and stuff like that, and it kind of got a bit boring, and it would take me probably about 16 hours to finish the commission piece that I was doing, and I would get paid like $30 for it, and it kind of got a bit much because I was putting so much effort into it. And I think that is pretty much why, one of the reasons, I guess I should say, I got out of painting with acrylic paints to begin with, because everybody expected so much, but I got paid so little. So now I'm saying to myself, I want to paint with acrylics. I'm going to make the paintings that I want to make. If people want to buy them, then, feel free to buy the paintings, but I'm not doing commission work with acrylics, because if you spend 16 hours working on something, it's worth a hell of a lot more than $30. I'm sorry, you should at least pay yourself minimum wage. It's different if you're a very slow painter, but the things that I was painting had quite a bit of detail in there, and yeah, so I stopped doing that. But maybe I'll start painting some big things again at a later date, but definitely not what people want me to paint, if that makes sense. I'm not doing commissions for anything anymore because I honestly don't enjoy doing it. Because people can be mean, people can be picky, people can be downright nasty. So I'm going to stick with painting what I like to paint. Hopefully somebody out there will like it and want to buy it. But if not, then, it's a hobby for me right now. I really would like to make money off of it, but it's a little bit hard. But speaking of making money, I am going to a local craft fair in November, so I have a table there. So hopefully maybe I'll sell a few paintings, and because I just moved back home, I've been away for over 9 years, that maybe I can get my name out around here as well, and people around here will like my stuff and want to buy it. So we'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed everything works well, because I really would like to be able to sell my artwork. And I know it's going to be a long time before I can make a living off of it, but if I can make a little bit of money to help support my hobby, it would be great. Like buying new supplies, or buying a new I really need a new computer. I really do. The computer I have is really horrible. It's slow, but a new computer costs $2,000 for a really, really good one, and I just can't do that right now because I did just move and currently looking for a job, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe after Christmas, but fingers crossed everything works out. But and with that, I also have a wedding to plan as well, because I'm getting married next year. So anyway, going back to the piece here, like I said, I just, again, no technique. I just put the paint, smushed it onto the board, and painted some clouds. I did start with the lighter color. One thing I do like painting with acrylic than I'm going to say watercolor is because you can put down that darker color and still put light colors on top of it. But when you're working with watercolor, if you get rid of your whites, then you're kind of screwed. unless you want to, use some gouache or something like that to put your highlights back in. But that's one thing that I did enjoy working with, and the fact that I can blend the colors with a little bit more control with acrylic paint. And if you make a mistake, then you can fix it, because watercolor is a little bit unforgiving. But I'm not going to stop working with my watercolors anytime soon, because I really want to get better at that as well. But my main focus right now is my Copics, my watercolors. I'm learning the digital arts very slowly. I'm trying. I think I have the inking down, but I'm having trouble putting the color in. Like the digital coloring is a little bit beyond me right now. I just learned how to do a masking layer, and I learned how to, not color outside the lines that way. So I know this might sound a little bit dumb to someone that knows a lot about digital painting, but I'm really a newbie when it comes to that. Like, I've had my digital tablet for about 3 years now, and I've barely had a chance to use it because I could never have it hooked up constantly. But my new desk setup, which will be in a video next week. It will be in a video next week, hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to put up a bonus video. This week it didn't happen. But I'll show you guys my setup and what I've got going on here. I mean, it's a small desk, but it's high. It has what is it called, a hutch portion to it, so I can have a lot of stuff displayed. And it works for now, and it's probably a desk that I'm going to be using for quite some time. So I'll show all that next week. And like I said, if you want me to show you more of the acrylic paintings that I'm working on, please do let me know. Don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. And I'm quite active over there and on Twitter as well. So those links are down below. And I also just set up a new Twitch channel because for whatever reason I was not allowed to change my username on my old Twitch account. But it was okay. I only had 3 followers. So my new Twitch account will be listed down in the description as well. I'm hoping eventually to be able to do some live streams on there. And I want to get back into doing the live streams on YouTube as well. It's just, to me, YouTube is where my subscribers are, but Twitch seems to be able to do more for you than what YouTube can. So I'm kind of in between working it out with myself internally where I want to be more focused. Maybe I can set aside a day to do both. Now, the only thing, if I do live streams, I have people living above me now, and I have a very tiny living area, so there's going to be noise. So I just hope people can understand that there's nothing that I can do about that. And we're in the live stream for the art and not for the background. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, maybe within the next week or so, maybe I'll do a trial on both YouTube and Twitch and see how that goes as well. And you never know, maybe it could be like a weekly thing eventually. We'll see what happens anyway. But the video is getting close to being done here now, just a couple minutes left, and I really don't have anything else that I want to talk about this week. I don't think so. I'm trying not to ramble. As you can see, I am trying. I'm going to go back and update some of my thumbnails here on my channel, because when I was getting ready to move back in August, I kind of let the look of my channel go down a little bit. My thumbnails aren't that great, so I think I want to go back and change some of those and make them more vibrant, I guess. The one that I did for this video looks a lot better than the previous maybe 3 or 4 that I've done, so I want to go back and clean that up so it looks better and more appealing for people to click on my videos and come join the channel, join the community here. And but yeah, I'm going to let you guys go, and if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. Like I said, don't forget to go follow me on all the social media accounts that I have if you want to keep in contact with all the art things that I'm doing. Even over on Instagram, I post progress pictures and whatnot as well. So, and I do post a few things over there about, my pets and stuff like that as well, if you want to check that out. I do have a vlog channel. I don't post on there every day, but the link for that is down in the description as well if you would like to see that. I'm kind of in between about the vlogs as well, because I know there's a lot of artists that are doing studio vlogs on their main art channel, and I kind of want to do that, but I don't think I do enough of art in the day as of right now to be able to do a studio vlog. And I kind of just vlog about my everyday life and trips that I'm taking, you know, around the island and everything, on my other channel. So if you want to go and check that out for now, feel free to do so. I only have 55 subscribers over there, so if that channel grew a little bit, it would be greatly appreciated as well. Before I go, I'm just putting some varnish on the painting here, so the colors don't fade. It does have a UV protection in the varnish, and I got that stuff at Michael's when I was there, and I think it was roughly between $11 and $14 for the bottle, and I kind of regret not getting another one. But anyhow, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the painting process. Let me know if you'd like a slower video than this, or even if you would want me to try to make a tutorial. Can't promise you how that would go, but I could do it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you had a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye for now.